Please welcome to the stage, Redgate advocate, Grant Fritchie.
Hey, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the PASS Data Community Summit 2025. Oh my gosh. Who knew? In 2005, I went to this little event in Grapevine, Texas, called PASS Data Community Summit, and it changed the trajectory of my career. And then I got involved with it, and it changed my life for the better, I'll add. It was amazing. So I really hope you take advantage of this. We're here to celebrate all that PASS is about. We've got 1,371 attendees from 41 countries, 5 tracks, not counting the hallway track. There's a hallway track for those who don't know. 206 sessions, 194 speakers, and 56% of you are here for the very first time. Yes, isn't that cool? Make sure you say hi to them, thank them for coming, welcome them, because we are all about, being open and friendly and welcoming. It is connect, share, and learn, right? These are the 3 words. This is what we're about. This is why you're here. Make sure you're talking to people. Make sure you're connecting. Share your knowledge, share your feelings, share your passion, and get your learn on. And don't forget about that hallway track, serious. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. And I can't say it any better than that. Everyone is welcome here. So please, let's just treat each other the way we should, right? Cool. Make sure you visit the community zone. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be community experts. There's the experts clinic. Oh my gosh. Free consulting. I really love this. Ben, you are my favorite Ben for a reason. The New Stars of Data track is amazing. It's bringing new people in, and we need new people. We don't need geezers like me. We need new people, we need smart people, and we've got some. Padma, I've never gotten this name right, Ate? Oh well. And Stephanie, they're here. They're going to be in the community zone. They're going to be available. Please go and visit them. Get a chance to talk to them. Understand what mentoring is about and the way New Stars of Data brings on new speakers. So if you've ever even thought about speaking, this is an opportunity to get some knowledge on that. And please do, get inspired, right? I told you that this changed my life, and it did. It made my life better. It can do the same thing for you. It doesn't have to be about changing your job. Your network is part of your job. And so when you get hired, they're not hiring just the knowledge in your head. They're not hiring the knowledge in the head of your friends, the people that you can ask questions of in order to solve problems. So take advantage of that as well. Just remember, this is a big thing. Take advantage of this. You are here, and this is that opportunity. This is an in-person event. You can't swipe left on me. Okay? Now, I've picked a few sessions out for you. There's no pattern to this. I just kind of randomly picked a few. I may or may not be the one and only MVP for PostgreSQL in the world. I am, and I'm promoting Postgres because I want you to take advantage of it. It's great. There's some fantastic sessions. Please do check them out. And there's an app. There's a QR code on the back of your badge. Scan that. There's an app. It'll let you know what's going on. You can track everything down. Now, if you miss sessions this week because you're in the hallway track, don't worry about it. If you've got a 3-day ticket, you automatically get access to all the sessions. They're recorded, and you have that until February 15th. You can extend that if you want until next year for an added cost. And if you're here on a 1-day ticket, you can actually spend some money and get the recordings too. So you can take advantage of this stuff and get your learn on. Now, we're getting ready to have the Redgate Keynote, which is cool. But tomorrow, Microsoft is going to be up here. We've got Shirish Thoda, Priya Sathi, and Bob Ward. And they're going to be talking all about stuff that's going on. And you got to pity Bob, right? You got to pity Bob. He was just at Ignite, and now he's going to be here. And so on Friday, we've got Adam Jorgensen coming up to talk about being a data leader. So that's really important as well. Thank the sponsors. Please, please thank the sponsors. This couldn't happen without them. Just give them a little love. Now, this year is happening. You're here. It's cool, right? Anybody got plans for next year yet? Because I do. I'm going to be back here. That's right. Past Data Community Summit's happening in 2026. Oh, come on. And we're taking it on the road again this year. You can go see us in Chicago or Frankfurt. So please do. Take advantage, get in touch. Other than that, I am done. I'm going to say thank you. I appreciate you guys coming out. I really do. But I'm handing this over to Steve, Kellen, and Laura.
Big hand for Grant, everybody.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Kellen, welcome. It's good to be back here on the stage, right?
They let us back in.
They let us back in. So we want to talk about the data professional of the future, but we've been doing this a long time, so we're going to go back in the past a little bit, right?
Yeah, get past my PTSD.
We're a little old. So Kellen, what's one of your memories as a DBA? One of your early memories?
Good memory, bad memory?
Either one.
Bad
you
memory.
decide.
Oh,
Who wants a good memory, bad memory? Bad memories.
we got people voting for this. A Windows failover server. I had like a SQL Server 7 clustered on a compact SAN. It was 7 terabytes active.
She would complain about SQL Server, right?
It's horrible. Yeah, it's your fault. You probably built it. So, yeah.
I would say when I first moved to Denver, I drove out all weekend. I got there Monday morning, and everything was down. People were scrambling and crying, and we didn't even have clustered servers, just 5 servers that died.
Yeah.
So we want to talk a little bit about the future, but we're going to use the theme of the past. So we're going to look at this from the 50s standpoint. Grant will actually be back to help us out, and then we have Laura Copeland, who's one of our talented solutions engineers from Redgate, that's going to talk about kind of where we're going in the future. So as we look back in the past, the 50s were this amazing time, right? Like, we're not that old.
But I grew up in really rural areas, so there were a lot of reruns. I'm sure all of you watch these 1950s sci-fi shows. Where
No, some of these people are young. They don't remember black and
not
white TV.
that
They remember
young.
black and white TV.
I can see them. They're not that young. But yeah, the future looked so bright, and technology looked really good, and it didn't have any bugs, I'm pretty sure, too.
Well, not on TV, right? It was amazing. We thought that we would get flying cars. We thought that we could talk to computers, and they would. Oh, we can talk to computers now, can't we? We can, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing. So we're going to bring out Laura. She's going to be our DBA today. She's going to play the role of our DBA. We have a welcome here. Thank you. Thank you.
She has a lot of coffee, too. That's the right thing.
Laura's going to get set up. She's a DBA for a pizza company. And so she's going to get her day started, and we're going to help her deal with the challenges that she'll face.
We shall.
So for those of us, we certainly have had a lot of bad days as a DBA, right?
Yeah, I had that computer up in the top right, my first computer. Yeah.
Where we've had things fall apart, we've had too many systems to manage, things have tipped over. One of the challenges, right, we're constantly having to learn new things. Like, we go into jobs and we don't know everything. We don't know even all the technologies that are there, right? That's been a challenge for us.
Every day.
Every day. We've had the challenges of not enough people.
Oh, that is every day. Yeah.
You're dealing with that. So we're going to look back at that. Now, I don't want to give you too many stats, but there's a couple things that we want to point out. One is, most of us are starting to deal with more and more platforms all the time. So we're not in those shops where we just get SQL Server or Oracle, right?
Correct.
Correct. And so you've seen across time, this is from our State of Database Landscape Survey, data you have given us that you're having to manage more systems. And I think that's been a normal one. And interestingly enough, Kellen's known as the Oracle person. You didn't start with Oracle, though.
No, my first system was SQL Server, but I had my Oracle certification. They just didn't feel like I should have an Oracle database to start out with.
Probably a good idea. I feel that way, too.
They gave you one, though. What
They
the
did.
heck?
My first job, actually, as a paid software developer, I worked against Oracle, and then I moved to SQL Server.
So you made the right choice, and I made the wrong one?
I think so.
Okay.
But for most of us, we've had to work with various systems. MySQL, DB2 has been a big part of both of our careers in the past
Sybase,
as well.
Informix,
Sybase,
all of
Informix, all sorts of
Teradata? No, we don't do Teradata.
We don't do Teradata.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay. But interestingly enough, new ones keep coming along as well.
Yeah.
Like I was at a conference a few months ago and somebody said they were using Avocado DB. Has anybody used Avocado?
Avocado toast?
It's some kind of graph
Guacamole.
database. I couldn't imagine why they would have picked this tiny little thing I'd never heard of to build a system on, but they had. And that's a constant challenge for us to deal with these new platforms.
It is.
In addition to new platforms, the other thing we have to deal with is we're moving to the cloud. Right? We see this over and over and over again that people are moving to the cloud, and it's the different versions of the same database, the same version of the database,
Flavors, compatible.
new flavors.
Yeah,
Postgres is one of those that's a challenge in the cloud.
absolutely. But 21% are staying all on-prem too. Some of you are holding out. Admit it.
And some of you prefer to be on the premise, and there are valid reasons to do that, but we see certainly tons of people going to the cloud. I thought this was interesting, that almost 40% of you are mostly in the cloud, which feels like a high number to me.
I mean, it's an opportunity, definitely, to get closer to other services, AI. I said that AI thing. But
You
yeah.
did say the AI thing, that's all right. But 40% are hybrid, and I thought this number would be much higher because I do think while the cloud is amazing, there are good reasons to be on premise as well.
Well, at least that computer isn't on fire.
That computer's not. Now we know that a lot of you move to the cloud for cost management. I don't know how well that works out. Security is certainly an issue. And then performance is a challenge in the cloud. I think you see that a lot with large databases.
Yeah, VLDBs don't work as well. You got to do it on infrastructure, and that means you're managing it again. So yeah, it's challenging.
All right, and now the topic I think everybody has to talk about, and Kellen loves, AI. Who loves AI? It's a very small smattering of applause in hands. So we have some various stats here, but Kellen, I know security is a big deal for you.
Usually at 26% of PII that's sitting in the free version of ChatGPT. That leaves me uncomfortable. That we have a lot of things that are putting AI into every single product, and maybe not for the right reason. Yeah, that's a little concerning.
Yeah, the 63 seemed a little small for me. I'm amazed that 77% of you said you were building models, because I think that's hard. Jeff Foster works at Redgate, and he showed me how to build and train a model. It took 3 days on my laptop to do this.
You did something wrong, dude.
Maybe I need a new laptop.
I'm not telling the boss, but go ahead.
So how do we deal with all these challenges, right? How do we deal with new platforms? I know a lot of you are being asked to look at Postgres or something else. Many of you are being asked to go to the cloud, and you have to learn new ways of working and deal with those things. So Laura's going to have to deal with things today in this way.
She will.
And so we decided to have a little fun today. Hopefully you enjoy it. But we wanted to have this theme of the 8-ball, which you remember as a kid, right?
Yes. My mother used to get very frustrated because I asked a lot of questions, and she would get to a point where she would just hand me an 8-ball, magic 8-ball. That will give me the answers. So we thought, what if it kind of drove our decisions today and where we were going to go and what kind of challenges we were going to take on? It's not the voice of our boss, but it is the voice of where we're going to head as we go through the day.
So our boss is going to tell Laura what to do through the 8-ball.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm all right, Kellen, but I have a feeling my day's about to get a little bit worse.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think potentially you're about to give me a brand new challenge. Let's see what it is.
How about a new database?
A new database.
To learn.
Great. Learning. Am I supposed to do that on top of my normal stuff, or is that like a substitution?
I think that's how it goes for most DBAs, actually.
Okay, so just
This is how we get new platforms.
do more?
Yeah, you know SQL Server. So of course, we're going to introduce a new platform that gives an opportunity to use open source.
Fair enough.
Postgres is there.
Kellen, I don't want to alarm you. I don't know how to do Postgres. What's this Postgres? I've seen some cute elephants, and that's about it.
If you were challenged with something new in SQL Server, how might you go about learning it?
You won't just give me the answer?
No, but you might want to get some information from the dev team too.
Don't just go blind? All right.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get some connection details. Go in.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Wish they would have talked to me before they picked up this project, but that's fine. That's cool. It's not like I'm supposed to be in charge of this. Whatever. Maybe a blog post, a book. Only I knew several.
When I was your age, we would have used a magazine.
Magazine. Okay, that's an
You
option.
like magazines, anybody?
Books.
Only I
And
knew.
then there's this thing called the internet. It's amazing.
You young kids like the internet. Maybe you should Google something, Laura.
Maybe I should look it up? All right.
Let's do that.
Only I knew several incredibly knowledgeable advocates that could tell me these things. But I guess I can just Google it.
That looks pretty interesting. That looks pretty good, like a good start.
I appreciate that, Kellen. Okay.
I'm so helpful.
So helpful. Free and open source. Here's the thing I don't get about open source software, right? It's just out there on the internet and anyone can see it. That feels terrible. That feels like if there's a bug, who's going to fix it?
The community.
Sure,
And
but
also vendors
are they
that are
going to do
interested
it
in it.
fast enough? If I have an issue, how do I know what they've picked up? What version of Postgres they're using?
If the community is pressuring them to fix that solution, though, you might get a solution even faster.
Hopefully we don't have too many issues then, which I'm sure
And
we
there's
won't.
savings in cost, isn't there, Steve?
Absolutely, right? There are good reasons to think about using open source software.
We've got
Especially
connection.
greenfield projects. It allows organizations to use that money towards cloud investment, AI. It's a great idea.
Okay, perfect.
Did they put the password in plain text?
And it's a really high quality password too.
I bet it's running under their desk, too.
Okay, you know what, Kellen? I
Just
might not know
saying.
very much about how to run Postgres, but I think I can probably do some good management on this just with a bare minimum.
I have faith in you.
Perfect. All right, in that case.
So what might make it easy for you or easier for you to go forward and manage this? You have other tools that have helped you in the past with SQL Server.
Sure, I can't connect through like SSMS.
You
What do you use to
can't.
connect to Postgres with?
Well, it is open source, so maybe a free tool is where you should start.
Free tools? Do you have any that you can recommend?
PG Now.
PG Now. What do you think?
I think give PG Now a try.
All right. Let's see what this is. Free tool for Postgres monitoring and diagnostics. I mean, this looks okay. Should we give it a try?
Let's
I
give it a
think
try.
so.
All right. Let me just download this real quick.
That was really quick.
Done.
We all want her Wi-Fi connection, actually.
I'm telling you guys, it's not the Wi-Fi. I might not know very much about Postgres. I'm really good at my job. This is what they hired me for.
Yes, yes, lovely.
Okay. PG Now, what am I looking at? Some of this looks familiar. Indexing,
does.
sessions, workload. A lot of this doesn't, though. Kellen, why is there house cleaning on my monitoring tool? Why are we vacuuming?
We didn't call housekeeping, that's the problem. So you're looking into the actual settings and information about the workload. And the information is important when you start out with workload analysis, but we want to get more comfortable with a new platform.
Okay.
So might want to start with settings.
Go. Oh. Okay, let's go into settings quickly.
Yeah, at least the password isn't in there.
At least the password's not in there. But my boss would like us to get this done. Heavy appetite from senior leadership. I don't want senior leadership to know I exist, let
Yeah,
alone
and
be
you
worried
can't
about
give
any
you
of my
enough time to learn
projects.
this, yeah.
All right. Okay, let's go into settings. What do we have?
The nice thing about PG Now is it is telling you by color coding first and those icons that there are some settings here, just like with SP Configure and SQL Server, that you have parameters that are set acceptably well. You're good with those. There's other ones here that may be about memory, such as shared buffers, that are sitting in red that you might be highly concerned about, that say, it would be nice for you to allocate 40% of the memory on that box towards it. But the answer always is, it depends. We all know this. So it gives you some tips, some tricks, and what to research. There's other ones that are in yellow that are saying this might be a warning. You might want to look into the random page setting cost, see if that is good. But this kind of goes through this little by little to help kind of introduce Postgres to you so you feel comfortable as you start to come up to speed as a multi-platform DBA.
Well, I guess it can't be that different if the answer's always it depends.
It's different, but yeah, it depends is always the answer. That and 42.
All right, there we go. Okay, I've got a list of things from here that I might need to take a look at. Go find out where they're even hosting this, what the machine specs are, that sort of information. What else do I need to know about Postgres to manage it?
That
Give me the crash
vacuuming
course.
thing. We have to do the housekeeping.
Time to clean up?
Yep.
Okay. So, Are we going to have to dust and mop too, or is it just vacuuming?
No, we let all the guys do that.
Okay, okay. All right.
Auto vacuum, definitely. There's something called MVCC, which is multi-version concurrency control inside Postgres. And the difference there, if we do it very high level, is we say, instead of updating the row that people are also trying to read from and update themselves, we create a new row. And so you've got these dead and live tuples, which are just rows. And you have to clean those up after a period of time, or you end up with poor performance. You also need to update the statistics. Vacuuming does that. Auto vacuum are the settings that many times DBAs that are coming over to Postgres have challenges with, and this is giving you the information to say, here's informational, data about your settings, about auto vacuum, as well as information that you may want to look at is say, I'm going to change this depending on the workload and the challenges you're facing. In performance, you may want to be able to change those right here. It gives you the configuration, the actual information that you need once you get into Postgres to become more comfortable with your stats and your performance.
Okay. Am I doing this at like a database level, an instance level, an object level?
There's another button there that you could go click on that and see your actual tables. And this, of course, shows you at the table level what kind of dead tuples that you have as well as live. You can see those tables and sort by them. The ones that are used the most, the ones that are used the least, you can come up with that information and figure out what objects may I want to look at SQL, what do I want to look at on stats updates, and maybe even have specialized vacuum settings for.
I didn't realize there's going to be so much housework involved. Okay. Is there like a ratio I'm aiming for here for like live to dead, or is it just an it depends? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends. I'll put that on the list.
It should be on every list.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
The
I'm gonna
next
look
thing.
up vacuums.
I'm sorry.
I said I'll look up some vacuuming.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah?
get you a Hoover.
Anything else?
Next thing, you may want to look at indexing because you love indexing.
I like indexes.
They're different here.
Of course.
Yeah. SQL Server, everything is most things. You start out with a clustered index, and of course it's sorted. Really nice and neat.
That makes sense.
Postgres,
Like it should
we
be.
just dump it in. This is why you need to vacuum a lot of times too.
Okay.
But you also have different kinds of indexes. You have inverted, if you've got different spatial data and in PG Vector installed these extensions to extend the actual capabilities of Postgres, but you need to understand GIN and GIST and those capabilities within that, as well as what performance you're getting out of it, when you need to update statistics on your indexes, or actually know about information about those dead tuples again.
Okay. So how do I know what kind of index all the indexes are if they're not normal realistic indexes?
Well, you can click on those and get more information about the objects with the indexes underneath them. And it'll tell you information about what indexes are being used, what ones aren't being used, and it gives you that insight to make decisions about what might be best for the performance. And the last thing, of course, very important, is to be able to see the DDL. And that DDL looks like index DDL that you're used to from SQL Server as well.
This one's using a B tree. You said there's a bunch of other options.
Yes.
What would happen theoretically if I just went in and I made them all B tree?
Please don't do that.
Should I wait until you go on break before I do it?
Please.
Okay.
Make sure I'm on vacation, actually.
Okay. So it's a great idea then. I can do that. All right. I've got a list. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the tool. I'm going to go look at some of the settings. I'm going to go decide on what it depends on. I've got it depends written down twice, so we know that it's good.
Good start.
And then some information on indexes and vacuuming.
We've got it. A good start is on.
Yeah, perfect. All right. I guess I'll just message the developers.
I
Let
would.
them know.
Communication is our next strong point that we need to get under control. So I'd say, yeah.
Communication wasn't very strong. They just dropped this project on me. I guess I have to be better.
Yeah, I never update anyone.
Okay, I'm monitoring your instances now, looking good. Let me know if you have any questions on it. Keeping an eye on it, boss. Please don't get mad. I really hope they don't have any more questions. I don't actually have any answers for them.
That's right. You're starting. That's the important thing.
All right. Okay, all that's done. Now what? Get back to work? Go back to emails?
Sure. Why not?
Perfect.
Maybe browsing the web. Look at YouTube.
Good idea.
So Laura's on her way.
She's on her way. We've adopted a new DBA. She's growing up.
Flapping her wings. She's on her way.
So she's learned some interesting things, right? I think researching things independently, starting to do some of the work on your own is a big skill, especially as we move to these more complex environments.
Yes, and a lot of these are. No matter if you're talking about a greenfield project, when you're onto a new database, not having that insight into what is unique about it can really impact you.
Absolutely. Another thing is do some research, but ask other people for help. Like Laura asked you some questions. You were happy to answer some of them.
Sometimes.
Okay, yeah. But your community around you, your coworkers, people you meet this week, like you should definitely meet people this week. There are many people out here that I have called and asked questions of during the year to say, how does this work? That is a huge skill as well in this modern world, right? The data professional today needs that. And then tooling is important. We believe in tools.
Absolutely, and it's not just a single pane of glass, but the ability to go into that platform and see features that are valuable to that platform. I think that's one of the biggest challenges of a multi-platform tool is that if it all looks alike, no matter what the platform is, it's not actually providing value.
Yeah, and so building tools, buying tools, finding what other people are using, I think is really critical. And then that last one, I think, messaging developers, messaging your boss, closing that loop is very important.
And it also shows that you have value, so AI can't replace you.
Exactly, right? You want to make sure that people know you're getting things done. Update your boss, update your coworkers, right? Communicate. Let's be a team. That's really valuable. All right.
Look, it's time for a word from our sponsor. We need a new sign, boy.
All right, have you ever stared at your SQL code thinking, if only someone could write this for me? Well, good news. SQL Prompt, the tool loved by over 75,000 developers, now comes with AI. That's right, artificial intelligence in your SQL editor. Yes. SQL Prompt with AI turns plain English into clean SQL right inside Management Studio. Type what you want or highlight your code and tell it what to change. It's like having a junior developer that actually listens. Text to SQL transforms your words into real code, beautifully formatted, ready to run. And if you've inherited a nightmare, hit Explain SQL, and you'll get a clear, human-friendly interpretation. Plus, query index analysis. It uses Redgate's machine learning models to suggest smarter indexes. And all this is included at no cost with your current SQL Prompt or Toolbelt license. So opt in when you're ready, and let 25 years of Redgate expertise make you look like a genius. Redgate Prompt with AI, write SQL the smart way every day. All right, we have a second break.
We do. Real quick, though. If you haven't filled out the State of Database Landscape Survey, this is how we all know, or we all know definitely, but some of you all know, information about what is happening in data today. We run this every single year. It is powered by you. And if you would like to add your voice to it, there is this lovely QR code that's up here. There's also a card in your bag that has a QR code in this. And you can fill that out for a chance to win a $250 Amazon card or an actual license for SQL Prompt AI. How can you beat that? I mean, come on, guys, it's brand new. So if you haven't done that yet, think about doing this. We'll leave this this actual QR code up just for a half second so you can take a picture of it and consider adding your voice to it. We so greatly appreciate that.
All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program. So, Laura, I think there's something for you to do. What do you think's coming next?
Maybe he's approved my vacation days?
Let's see. Does it say vacation?
Vacation. Do DevOps.
That's not vacation.
That doesn't sound like a vacation at all.
What do you think that means?
Do DevOps. What sort of DevOps are we doing?
How many of you get requests like that from your boss? Like, just do this thing.
Let's see. App team uses DevOps, which mostly, as far as I know, just means they release way too often and they break all my stuff all the time.
DevOps is amazing. Come on, that's what's made our phones incredible. It's made self-driving cars. Like, all these things happen because we're better at building software.
Did you get to work in a self-driving car today?
No, not today.
No, not today. And you know why? DevOps, very unreliable.
I don't know about that.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess, are we just going to be messaging them more?
Well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see where we go.
New project is on a weekly release cadence. Need to get the database deployments to match that.
How often do you release now, Laura?
Monthly. I think he's trying to kill me. Okay. I've just picked up a second system, so not only do I have to do twice as many releases, but now I have to do them 4 times as fast
Well, there are 8 days a week, aren't there?
and 50 hours a day. Steve, I don't know if that's possible.
DevOps will help you, I'm telling you.
DevOps will help you.
Exactly.
If I fail so quickly, they'll decide I'm not the right person for the job.
They might, but how do you get better at your job? What will you do?
I mean, we can look stuff up again.
Let's do that.
Okay. Database DevOps. Okay, Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions. Steve, what's CI/CD?
Continuous integration and continuous deployment. Right? It's where we let the computer do some of the work for us so that we have more time to get things done.
I don't know how I feel about that. I've seen how good my autocomplete is. I don't know if I want it to be writing migration scripts.
You might be surprised, Laura. You might be surprised how much time a tool can save you.
Okay. What sort of tools should we be using? I
Well,
guess
what do the developers use now?
Azure DevOps.
So why don't we start there?
Okay. Pipelines?
Pipeline's a good place. That's where we do the automation, where it will follow the steps that we want it to follow, and it will automatically do the work we need done.
So do I say write a SQL script, or do I put a SQL script in and it executes it? How does this work?
You could do that, but in general, we don't want to constantly be editing our pipelines. What we'd really like is some sort of framework that would make things easier to deploy database code.
So like a tool or something that's just about databases?
Kellen, have you ever heard of a tool that might help?
I think we Flyway.
Why don't we try Flyway?
Do I have to do the dance too?
Laura, you're so quick.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Okay. So
Maybe
is
you want to
this-
pick a free trial and give this a try.
Download a free trial?
Yeah, let's see.
am
It
pretty
might
good at
take a
that.
little while.
Yeah, it takes a while. It
That's right,
does.
we'll get
It's
it set
real
up.
slow.
Done.
And configured, it's amazing.
Wow.
Does it not
Nothing
go
goes
like
that
for
fast
you
on my
guys?
machine.
Maybe need to do an update or something?
Maybe. So we've got a project here in
Sounds-
Flyway, but really, you can make changes the way you're used to making changes.
Okay.
So why don't you go to the normal way and make some of those changes that the developers want for Postgres.
Okay, we have to add in a loyalty program. We used to use punch cards for the pizza business, but people realized you can just buy a whole punch, and things really went downhill from there. Okay, I've got a new loyalty points column, points awarded column. I've made a view so that we can see our platinum pizza people when they come up to buy pizza. I think that should be good. Is that a good trial?
That's good if you're happy with that code. So now the nice thing, you can go back to Flyway and it will do some of this work for you. So rather than you saving these scripts and sticking them in a pipeline, Flyway can generate them for you. You can see all the changes you've made. Most importantly, you can see it in that version control view that developers are used to. So I can see what was there before and what's changed. And now we can commit it to Git. You like Git, don't you, Laura?
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting out of here.
That was really bad.
It was. Now,
I'm
I
here all week,
applaud it,
folks.
though.
But getting all our code into one place in version control is really handy for a team. That way we all have visibility in what's going on. It's a way of communicating what changes are being made. And now, more importantly, we can now submit those changes to our pipeline and let automation do some of the work you might normally do.
So it's just going to send changes straight to production?
We don't want to do that for sure.
So we're going to not send changes straight to production.
We definitely will not.
Never mind, we can send changes straight to production. We're going fast. Let's do it. I'm sure that change is great.
Let's go look at our pipeline.
Okay.
So you can see our pipeline's already kicked off. I assume there was a pull request in there, Laura, that we just missed on the screen.
Yes.
Hopefully there was.
Definitely.
Should have been a pull request for sure, but the pipeline will do some of the work you would normally do. So it's already done the build, so it's kind of validated the SQL is correct, it's not changed,
Okay.
it's going to compile. Now we're deploying the test. And so rather than the developer messaging you to run this in Management Studio or dbeaver, the system's doing it for us. Most importantly, I can run automated tests in there, I can evaluate code, and you'll notice that the pipeline has stopped.
Okay.
So now you have the chance to review those changes, whether they were submitted by you or somebody else.
Oh, perfect. So if I'm not the one putting in our loyalty points program, I
Exactly.
can find out what they're doing before they do
So
it.
you can see that test stage has an artifact in there. Why don't we go take a look at that?
Okay. This is what makes me nervous. You know, website goes down, whatever, boo-hoo, right? my database goes down. That just gives me a lot more work for me to recover from.
Certainly is, but here I have the change report, and what do you see when that opens up?
We've got some changes highlighted. What's a drift report?
Exactly. So you see the changes that you've made, right? You made 3 changes there. The drift doesn't show any differences between that test environment and production. Sometimes if you've made a hotfix or you've touched production, which I'm sure none of you would ever do, my deployment might not succeed, or worse, I undo a fix in a new deployment.
Back to broken.
Back to broken. So you can see there here, and you can get into details. So if you go into the change report, you can actually see the code and the objects themselves that were changed. So again, you'll see that version control view of the diff. So I see there was nothing before, we have a new view. And then I'll see the changes in the table. Does this look good to you?
I mean, this looks pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I like the idea that when you make your midnight code changes, I can find out about them in the morning.
Exactly, that's always a good thing. And then lastly, I know there's things, Laura, that developers do you don't like. I'm sure you have some examples.
Oh yeah, totally. They're always changing permissions. They think they should all be sysadmin. Whatever the equivalent is in Postgres, I'm sure they all already have it, so that's
Right?
great.
I'm sure once in a while they run an update without a where clause. I'm sure none of you have ever done that either, but it does happen.
Okay.
But this code analysis is where you can have the system evaluate the changes and implement rules to prevent things that you are worried about.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, so you're still in control. You think everything looks good?
All right.
Why don't we
think that
approve
sounds like
this
a
and
plan.
set it into production now?
Perfect. We can send that change into production. I'll let my boss know we've got a solution, and then we can all go home for the day. I think that's a good day's worth of work.
So you didn't have to do all that work. You're able to move fast. We went to production quickly, but you're still in control.
All right.
There we go.
So, should be easy.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
go
sure your
in.
boss is happy now and the developers are happy.
Yeah, this is just what he wanted.
Uh-oh.
New rule from the board meeting yesterday. Only tools that use AI can get sign off now.
I think this is your area, Kellen.
I think so.
I think that's
so.
a terrible idea. We've just put it in a pipeline, and now, without human eyes on it, we're also going to have a machine making all the changes.
It's not making all the changes. I think it's more of using AI for the right changes. If it can help you out, you're learning a new platform, maybe we can have it do a few things that we shouldn't be doing or we're not ready to do. So I can show you some of the stuff that we're doing right now that is advanced usage with Flyway.
Do you want to show me what a pro can do? All right. Show me how we can AI it up.
So I'm going to let you drive, though.
No,
I
I
think
have
that's
to drive.
important.
I've
You can
gotta do
switch
it.
over. I'm going to even let you go onto my computer. How does that sound?
Ooh.
So this here is just a PowerShell script, and it's running on a separate machine. And we've brought in Olama for our AI, and we've gone in and brought in Quen for our actual large language model. We've isolated it. It's running offline, so we're not worried about, extra charges, not worried about it being vulnerable. If something happens where there's PII in it, we can just get rid of it. So that's kind of nice. But we're still using Flyway because we know Flyway, we're really comfortable with this. We want it to actually do the main part of our baselines. We want it to actually do our migrations, all the stuff that it's done before. But what we can do with this is also have the AI do the code reviews, something that somebody who's learning Postgres may not be as comfortable to do. It'll also look at the performance challenges that are happening after code is released, and if there's an impact, it can do a smoke test and let you know. So all of that will be released if it passes the test. If it doesn't, and you say no, it doesn't do anything. And it creates a report that is very helpful that you can produce and give to your boss to show you're actually using AI. So here we have the actual review of what that code came back in the AI processing that said, this passes, this is up for review, may want to add indexes, the actual row level security isn't up to snuff, and you can make a decision if you want to perform the release or not.
I mean, that sounds okay. I guess that won't kill me.
Nope, and it actually allowed you to even go faster. All the code that's released into the folder as you normally would with Flyway is what you're actually reviewing. There's nothing outside of that, and it's completely isolated and secure.
So I can just run this on a VM in our physical office, so I don't have to
Exactly.
worry about it going out into the world?
Correct.
All right. I don't think my boss would like it if we actually shared all that data with AI.
No, I appreciate it when it doesn't.
Yeah. Just for you, I'll try. All right.
So
right.
Laura's learning a lot. She's coming up fast.
She's getting better and better, right? She's getting more work done with less effort, and she's learning to use tools, right? One of the nice things is that we want to use the existing tools that people are already using in our organization. We want to take advantage of that. And we know that DevOps is just getting better at doing the things that we already do. Another about those change reports, right? She's in control. They give you confidence that these changes are not going to bring down production.
And that's important. Yeah, I kind of like when my database stays up.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then lastly, AI, like it, hate it, don't love it, whatever it is, it's a reality and it can help you.
Yes.
There are places where AI is really valuable. It can save you time, especially.
And you can start small. I think that's really important to show that.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of local models. I know you are as well. I think that's a great way to start bringing AI into your organization and not worry about the security or privacy challenges.
Absolutely. The more you can do that, you don't end up being that ChatGPT person and putting PII in the free version.
Exactly.
We appreciate that. Yeah.
We don't want to do that. All right, I think now it's a time for a word from our sponsor.
Slightly. You gonna click? Redgate monitors SaaS. It is a Redgate hosted service. All the same features you love, but now you don't have to manage that database, don't have to manage the hosted service. That's really nice that it can be done by Redgate itself. Think about this. You can monitor up to 50 servers with it, all the same features, the ones that you love. And if you have up to 5 to 50 servers, if you're based in the States or in Europe, we now have an early access program. You could be part of that. You may be eligible for this, and if you want white glove treatment, well, that is something that we have. Access to our product teams. Get in there and help actually direct the roadmap. Get in there for support firsthand. This is the actual product for you. So if you have Redgate Monitor and you're thinking that you are going to be a SaaS first choice, look at Redgate Monitor SaaS. Best out there and mountain grown.
There we go. All right, Laura, how are you feeling about your day? Is things going well?
I think things are going well. Kellen, for some reason, coffee sounds really good right now.
Only the best for you.
Only the best.
Yeah.
Mountain grown. Wow.
Yeah.
Enjoy the flavor. I think I will. I'm just about done. Do you think we've done our work, things are going to calm down, and I can maybe go get a cup of coffee?
No lunch but coffee.
No lunch but coffee. I can
Yeah.
do no lunch but coffee. You guys take care of stuff. If anything goes wrong, I'm going to go get another cup of coffee.
So she's having
Are
an
you
easy
on call?
day.
I'm not on call.
I'm not on call, right? My days don't normally go that easy, but it's nice when she's gotten things set up and they are going smoothly. Take
Yes.
advantage of those days, right? I love when I have a smooth day and when I can come into work and I can just do whatever I had planned.
We're not on call.
I'm not on call. I'm leaving.
Guys? Kellen? Steve? Where'd you go? What's happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks a lot. A lot of help, guys. Who is upset about what? Everyone and everything. Okay, perfect. Let me see what I can do here. Someone's upset about a report? I need to find it. Maybe I need live data? Gosh, can I turn that noise off? Thank you. Okay. Not it. This is not what I need. Oh, gosh. Steve, Kellen, you want to come off? There you are. Thanks. How you doing?
Doing great.
Did you
How
have a
was your
nice
coffee?
break? My coffee is great, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
What's wrong, Laura?
I don't know, there's just a strange, deep, lingering sense of betrayal, but that's fine. You know, I was just thinking, I think I need a better monitoring tool. This is great, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a lot of issues. I know you can't tell because I've now turned all the notifications off, but I think that's only the first step to solving the actual issue.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking
No.
about?
You know, you have one open source database, that's one thing. Definitely. Couple, okay. But once you go enterprise, you kind of need an enterprise level too.
Something that maybe can put all my databases together?
Yeah,
Okay. I can look it up.
you could.
Yeah.
Google is our friend.
Google
Or search
my
is our friend. Sorry.
It's never run away from me when I was in a moment of need. How does this look? Monitor your entire server estate from a single pane of glass.
It is. It's a little complex.
be
Might take
handy.
you a little time to get set up, but it is
Yeah, you
helpful.
think I can't do it?
I think you can.
You think I can't do it?
Surprising
it
how
might
that
just be getting
works
old.
when she hits the
Yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Look, Laura, you have your SQL servers and you have your Postgres servers.
Perfect. All right. Let me see if I can diagnose the issue. This is a pizza problem, unfortunately. So we need to go in, take a look. Some sort of weird reporting issue that we had.
It looks very similar to what you see when you first go in with SQL Server with Redgate Monitor, though.
Sure, some metrics.
I/O, CPU, memory,
All the
and I think
essentials.
you see an outlier there that's kind of standing out.
Yeah, I've got some sort of issue that occurred. I don't know the system very well yet, admittedly. So I don't know if that's normal. That doesn't look normal. Okay.
That yellow dot is kind of disconcerting.
You think that's bad?
Yeah.
Okay. We do have a really big throughput spike. That seems not good.
But if you follow the same path that you would follow if you were in SQL Server, there are some similarities here.
Yeah, a 5-minute report query is not good. This is the one that they were complaining about.
Probably not.
Node cost, node time, inaccurate statistics.
That's a problem.
What are we looking at?
Inaccurate statistics is not good, and
Sure.
that it's doing a sequential scan is probably not good on that one as well.
All right, so.
But wouldn't it be better to kind of know or have some help to find out if you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Let me let the team know first that I
Smart
found their
choice.
issue. Learned that communication
They'll
is good.
stop pinging you.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to close Slack. We send that in.
I've considered shutting it down many a time.
Oh no,
It's that time.
it's that time. What are we doing? Fix the problems.
Oh, that's helpful.
That is really helpful. I've already got it. I've got something to deal with it. Don't worry. So.
Maybe one more time, see if
Okay.
something else comes up.
Okay. Great. Thank you for that
You got
positive
it.
feedback.
Yeah.
I really
It's
feel
better than the boss.
valued in my role. Yeah. Okay. In that case, let's try and fix this. Make it so I can get another cup of coffee without everything blowing up.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
This might be interesting. Query performance analysis.
And it's got AI. Look at the magic little stars and starbursts on it.
Does this feel magical to you?
Always.
I don't know if severe
Every
performance
time.
degradation feels magical to me.
But
I don't know if I'm feeling the magic.
it's in numerical order. It has a lovely summary, and it starts to step through what you're going to want to look at, what it's seeing are the issues with that actual query, as well as some recommendations of what you might want to investigate to solve it.
Okay,
What's
so
the point
potentially I
now?
could just put these in.
Sequential scan, maybe?
Yeah. Rewrite the filter. Reduces execution time to milliseconds. That does sound a lot better than 5 minutes.
It does. It does. Milliseconds always sounds better than 5 minutes.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, in that case, I'm going to send this over to the developers. I'm going to have them run it through a pipeline so it gets applied to all the environments. And then hopefully, that's that.
I think so.
Should be
It's
easy.
a good start.
Should fix it.
I may be tougher than you on her. She's learning.
She's learning. She's
Every day?
really becoming a grown-up DBA now.
She is. Is it ready to push her out of the nest?
Getting close. I think we're
Okay.
getting close.
Okay.
So I think one of the things you know, right, if you don't know what's going on, then you really don't know, and you look bad. Right? Monitoring is crucial for somebody that's a DBA.
Absolutely. I think if you don't have those right tools, if you don't have that ability to go in a single pane of glass, at least from the start to see your entire estate, it's rough. But then if you can go into each one of the platforms and get value from that data that's being provided, that's really an added bonus.
It is. You start to learn quicker for those unfamiliar situations, and more importantly, you can take a break, get some coffee, or go on vacation.
Or hide from another DBA.
Or hide from another DBA. That's always a good thing. And then query tuning is always a challenge. We all know that. That's the most popular session here at the summit. People are always trying to get better at it. AI can help you there.
It can. You know, query tuning, even looking at any kind of issue, performance issue, it can be incredibly complex. So to have something that gives you a summary that can quickly pinpoint some of the high-level issues, that's incredible.
Right, point you in the right direction. Please don't just take the recommendations and just do them all. Please test, please evaluate what's going on, but it can help save you time and get you moving.
Oh, look, another word from our sponsor. Slide boy, you ain't looking so good there.
He's had a long day. Kellen, have you ever tried designing a database with developers, DBAs, and architects all at the same time?
No, I avoid it.
You end up with 3 versions of the truth and a stressed out team? Well, good news, meet Redgate Data Modeler. It's the newest addition to the Redgate family. It was acquired earlier this year, and it's already helping data teams everywhere. It's a cloud-based collaborative data modeling tool that supports 10 different database types, including Oracle. It lets teams design, update, and manage schemas in the browser. No installs, no patches, and most importantly, no outdated diagrams in somebody's desktop. You can collaborate in real time, track every change, reverse engineer existing databases, and generate SQL scripts instantly. It validates models live, previews your SQL, and keeps everything reliable with role-based access and full version history. So if you're ready to design better databases, come see it in action. We'll be at the Redgate booth. Somebody will demo it, not me. Ready to show you how Data Modeler brings collaboration to life.
And it's from our pizza company, which is really lovely. So Steve, what do you think how Laura's doing so far?
She's grown up quite a bit, right? She's had to adopt and learn a new platform, and she's getting better at that already.
Active monitoring.
Active monitoring, she's understanding what's going on. She's being alerted to problems before her boss can tell her. She's already on the ball. She's automating deployments. She's getting code out to production quicker, matching what the software developers do.
And we've gone from the UI to the CLI, and we're moving forward and doing it faster.
And most importantly, she's using AI, which is mandated by the boss for whatever reason.
Every boss.
Every boss. I think we're kind of proud parents of this new DBA, right? Maybe we should keep her?
I'll keep her, yeah.
We'll keep her.
Yeah, even if you give her up, I'll keep her, it's all right.
She's doing pretty good. What about that, Laura? You think you want to stick with us?
Maybe.
Spoken like a teenager, right?
I mean, you guys are okay. You may be a little bit unreliable, but I do feel like I've learned a lot. There's one thing I don't know about, though. I was messaging one of the developers, and he said that he heard we're about to get audited, like an ISO something, something, something. Are we in trouble? Is this something where we did something wrong?
No, I think it's a pretty normal thing, right? To be
Very
automated.
normal, yeah. Data security is on the forefront of everyone's minds, and audits are just a normal thing.
Yeah, we see more and more people getting audited. Like we've heard 60% of you have been audited in the last 12 months. I think it's becoming, not that we're getting better at security, but we are starting to pay more attention, and management is starting to realize this is an issue, right? We have lots of stats that we show us that people are caring more about security.
Oh, yeah. There's 61% of you have had to deal with a security audit in the last 12 months. 82% of you say data security is getting more and more complex. 77% of you would love to have some guidance, and 63% are spending more and more time on security year over year.
And it's not just for regulatory reasons. You know, certainly we work with customers all over the world, and outside the US, a lot of you have regulatory concerns. But in the US, I find more and more of my customers have reputational concerns. Certainly for us as a pizza company, if we don't do a good job, if we lose your data, somebody might order from Domino's maybe.
Oh, but what if they use DoorDash? I mean, they just had a breach. It was huge.
Right? And we don't want that to happen to us for sure.
No, we're not sending our data to them anymore.
No. So we want to be better, Laura. I think some of the things you've done will help prepare you for the audit. You shouldn't be worried.
Okay. I mean, so the stats are cool, really cool, Kellen. What do I actually need to do? What information do I actually need to send these guys?
Well, they'll ask you for lots of information, but often auditors really just want to know that you are aware of what you're doing. You can prove whatever process I want to follow, I'm following.
Okay, so we already have automation now. That
Logs, we have
code
the
analysis
artifacts from our
rules.
pipelines.
Nice. We can
right?
see who made what changes.
We do. We have monitoring that shows us when things are happening as well.
Okay, perfect. So I think we should be fine then. And the dev team implemented that fix. It looked like it worked, so that's good.
That's good.
Postgres Pro now. And I have plenty of time to refresh their dev DB, and then maybe I can put together the production report for all that PII, all of those things for the audit.
Is the production data going to be in your test and dev environment?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
That's a lot of extra estate to monitor or audit.
We know a lot of you restore production to dev, which is always a bad idea, Laura. We want to protect that data. We can't have our customers' information getting lost in a dev database.
So bad?
That is bad. That
All
is
right.
bad.
Let's see. Maybe we could implement a fix before I get fired?
Find a tool?
Find a tool?
So I've heard there's a tool that you
Okay.
could use. There's this thing, Test Data Manager.
Really?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Let's give that a try, Laura.
All right, let me see what I can do.
Hopefully it's as easy to set up as the last one.
She's already done, damn it.
That one took me a while, to be fair. I feel like I'm slowing down. Okay, so,
So you've got our database here. Why don't we do some masking?
okay, set it up, find out all that PII,
Yeah,
all the
let's look
important
through
info
it.
in there, okay?
It's amazing she's already got the databases in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know how to take things seriously. We have really essential information in this database. I'm sure you're thinking about, the boring stuff, emails, phone numbers.
Yeah, so it's already detected that some of these things are PII, like emails and names, and so we're going to go ahead and change those and replace them with information that's useful to developers but isn't the production data.
Yeah, there's a lot of sensitive information in here. I mean, a lot of people are really sensitive about their pizza orders.
Not sure that's
top
PII,
secret
but
information.
perhaps.
Okay,
But their credit card numbers could be a concern.
that seems way less important to me. There is some stuff that this guy didn't pick up on, though. I mean, pizza restaurant names is really important for me. This is a big franchise. We've got a lot of undercover independent franchises.
We do, and
we
so
need
it's not
to mask all
PII,
those.
but it is confidential business information we might not want to disclose. So maybe we can replace that as well.
Okay, let me see what I can do. There's a lot of them, so it might be kind of a lot of work to type out a data set. But, aha, maybe we can use our new favorite friend to make us some pizza restaurant names. Pizza parlors. Steve, if you were going to open up a pizza parlor, what would you name it?
Maybe one of those names. But I tell you what, it's been often I've had to generate test data, and it's amazing how hard it is to be creative and come up with lots of data. Right? It's a tedious task I never want to undertake, and I end up just picking a few values sometimes.
And have referential integrity, too, is extremely important for development.
Yeah. So I think this now, Laura, this tool is helping you kind of make that job easier of getting that anonymous data that's useful to developers but isn't going to cause us a risk in an audit.
Perfect. So we run this. Everyone's happy?
We
go
do want to
home?
run it, but maybe we can use a pipeline so that this is a more automated thing and we're not using up your time.
Steve, if we don't use up my time on this and we don't use up my time on the deployments, what am I going to do all day?
I'm sure there's no shortage of things for you to do. There's plenty of bad developer code you still have to tune.
Okay, fine. Let me see what I can do with a pipeline.
So we can use the same tool that we were using for deployments to production to get data out of production and make safe data sets in development.
So maybe I could just set this up to run automatically?
You can set it to run automatically, you can run it on a schedule, you can run it on demand when those developers send you that Slack message.
Perfect. Let me see what I can do. So what I've got it set up to do, it's going to authenticate, it's going to go in, figure out if there's any PII in there, add in any customizations I've done. It's going to map it to a masking file, and then it's going to run it so I've got that beautiful, perfect, fake set of data for the devs to use.
Exactly,
so they can show
right?
off for that report.
You've got a great process here that you can tell auditors, here's how we protect data, and then you can prove that you've run it with all the logs from your CI tool.
There we go. So now we've got a plan. I can
We've got
put
a
this in my
plan.
report.
We're in good shape. Uh-oh, I think Chris, where's Chris? Chris is looking for you. He's somewhere.
Where's the troublemaker?
Let's see what he has to
Alright.
say now.
We're getting audited.
We know
We don't need to
that.
panic about that.
Oh, we got under control, right?
Yeah, don't worry, Chris. I've already got it. It's going to be in your inbox. The report's already set up. Permissions information, change report, a couple of pipeline logs. It's going to be easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Yeah, see, I'm a star.
No
Don't worry
worries.
about it. Okay, I think that that's pretty good then. I'll get that sent over.
So what has Laura learned here? She's grown up even further now.
She has, and she's learned how to secure data. She's learned how to mask it.
All the things that she's doing in her job that are making her job easier are actually getting her prepared for the future and for audits, for questions, for any situations that might arise.
I think that's essential to a DBA's learning path.
And she's being proactive, right? Thinking ahead, thinking about the audit, thinking about what needs to be done, and she's getting things implemented that make sure that she's prepared and she's ready. And then certainly I think audits are easy. I've been through SOX and ISO audits. The first time is usually painful.
It is.
But then once I've got processes in place, once I know where I'm logging things, it becomes very, very easy. And right, we want to protect PII. That's a big deal.
Every day, yeah.
Right, we can't lose any more pizza customers.
No, especially to Tony's Pizza Palace I saw in there.
So we've showed you kind of the data professional today, how you're dealing with challenges, things you might work through. But now we want to take a minute and look into the future and see where we could go. So let's take a look at the future. I have Martha McFly here, ready to be the DBA of the future now. So, little disclaimer, these are experiments, ideas, thoughts, potential things we might work on. We are not guaranteeing or promising anything will be released on any timelines. All my product managers here, and they're sweating that I'm going to promise something.
Yes.
But I'm not. This is just a vision
And we're
of
not
what-
going after Meta,
what could happen.
right?
And always remember, objects in mirror are closer than they appear. With Laura, why don't you talk about the future?
You know, I've learned a lot today. You guys clearly know your stuff. But I think maybe your time has come. Maybe it's time to think about when I'm top dog in the future.
We get to retire.
We do. We're ready.
All right. So we did some cool stuff. We set up some cool systems. But imagine instead, I go about my day, we have another audit, and all I need to do is let my assistant know, my little magic AI, that there's going to be an audit. Go figure it out. What do I need to know? I don't have to ask you guys. It's just going to go off, look at my monitor information, pull all that for me
In natural language?
in natural language, right?
Awesome.
I barely even have to code anymore. And look, it's going to find out any issues. There's some suspicious database users on here. Steve
Oh, I don't like the
Jones,
future.
DBO. You don't need that. You're retired, okay? Don't worry about it.
I can still fix stuff.
Sure.
But you could still wear that shirt, too.
We'll make you a dummy database in the retirement home. Set up an alert so we can find out if anything like this happens again. I get visibility into it. And then I can have it set it up, and automatically, you can see, it's going to solve the problem. I can switch to Flyway, create a migration script, so that way, within the system I'm already using, it's going to really easily fix all those problems that it found.
That doesn't seem like the right script.
I think it's a great script.
Oh, I would
think we could
revoke
do
those
more.
privileges immediately.
Yeah. So that is going to be
Is that
an
Steve Jones
approve.
character?
Let's send that off, merge it, and get you out of there, okay? It's for the greater good of security. Then go back to monitor, take a look at that screen, and you can see that alert. It's green, it's done. The problem's been solved.
I don't know if that was a problem.
I think it was a real
Oh,
problem.
it's a problem.
And the thing is, this isn't even really the future, right? I'm still standing here at a desk. And I like standing here at this desk. We've got a great office. It's really pretty. But imagine instead, the future. I'm off. I'm in line at a coffee shop. All right? I'm waiting to get my next fix. I assume that's not going to change in the future. And I get an alert. Something has happened, right? I'm still in line at the coffee shop. I don't have to go back. I might be on call, but I'm not going to go anywhere. I could be floating down a river. And then I see it. Elevated permissions. My alert's still running. I can see what's going on. And because we've solved this problem before, my AI already knows what sort of fix we need. It's going to go in. It's going to make a script. Look, Magic 8 boss, he's causing trouble. I can fix that, approve it right away. I'm still in line at a coffee shop, and we're all happy. That's going to be the future, guys, all right? You can play board games in the retirement home, have fun. I'll send over any like query tuning I need if you guys get lonely.
Send
Here
us
I'm gonna
pictures of
be.
you floating down the river in that outfit. That's what
Right?
we want.
Yeah. I'm going to be so shiny and reflective because I'm a part of the
Get
future.
a good tan.
Yeah, all right? I just think we should think about it. And then we can go back to the present.
We're not there yet. But those are
Not.
some of the things we think about at Redgate. We're trying to go, what could the future look like? Like, what would be better? We don't know where we're going to go, but we would love to hear from you. What things would you imagine in the future would happen? Certainly, there's lots of choices, and there's no shortage of ideas.
Retirement.
Retirement for us, for
Yeah.
sure. All right. So today we've done a bunch of stuff. We've shown you a bunch of different things. I think key, right, in the high level of what we're looking at is that you have to know what to do, right? How do I approach problems? What questions do I ask?
Right questions. Yeah.
How do I get you to be curious and try to solve the problems ahead of time and really look at the problem you're trying to solve?
Absolutely.
'Cause we've-
Otherwise, you're wasting time.
Right, we've seen what's happened there. And then tools are really critical. I think many of the database platforms just have rudimentary tools. We're not as advanced as software developers. And so finding tools, building tools, buying tools, whatever works, you need something to help you.
Right tool for the job.
Right tool for the job. Now, I certainly think AI has a place in the future.
It does. It does. Not having my job, but it does have a place in the future.
Yeah, AI doesn't replace you, but it can augment you. It can be an assistant that helps focus you in certain directions. And then security is always an issue, I think. Forefront on your mind.
Always. Data protection is just, it's on fire right now. So we need, as data professionals, to take it on.
Exactly. And so if you like any of this stuff, if you have some feedback, ideas, thoughts, you like our vision of the future, please come by the booth. And then we have a little contest, Kellen, right, with you.
We do. The code that you saw when we were running the Flyway demo from the command line, I kind of took that and turned it into a simulation of a magic 8-ball, except a really, really snarky one. It will be running this evening at the Redgate booth. 20 of you who have the best responses to your questions to that 8-ball, because there will be different ones each time, it won't repeat them, you have the chance to win your own red magic 8-ball. So please come by. We would love to have you take a look at this and see if you can win one. And even if you don't win one, there will be a QR code. You can download that code and start playing with AI offline on a laptop even. I run mine on a 16 gig laptop, no GPU needed.
So be creative, keep it clean, be professional, right?
Please.
There's a code of conduct.
My
Okay.
laptop is sensitive.
But make Kellen laugh and you could win an 8-ball. And then we've got a page with a bunch of resources. So the products we've shown you today, trials, the state of the database landscape is on there as well. Kellen's code is in the GitHub repo. If you want to scan this, you can download it. With that, we'll bring out our lovely assistant, Grant. Big hand for Grant and his... So that's all we have today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this keynote and have a great week at the Past Data Community Summit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.